Hi there, I'm Kim from sunny Arizona.
And I'm Kara from vibrant Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to our channel, the Kara and Kim Live Podcast.
We're both seasoned realtors with a passion for all things real estate. From market trends to insider tips, we're here to guide you through the journey of buying and selling homes.
But that's not all. We'll also take you on a journey getting to know various small business owners.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer, need more space for your growing family, or just curious about the market in Phoenix, Arizona,
or a seasoned investor, or you're looking for insights about the Metro Atlanta area, we've got you covered.
Our podcast is designed to be informative, engaging, and a bit fun too.
We love interacting with our listeners, so don't hesitate to reach out with your questions or topics that you'd like us to explore.
Subscribe to our channel and join us on this exciting journey. New episodes will be coming your way regularly, filled with fresh content and expert advice.
So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's do a deep dive into the world of real estate together. Welcome to the Kara and Kim Podcast.
Hey Kara, how are you today?
Hi, Kim. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks. So today, let's dive into an essential topic and something many home buyers are curious about, the actual cost of buying a home.
Yes, absolutely, Kim. This is a figure that I just create depending on how I'm feeling that particular day.
I like your style.
Yep. Clearly, that's not the case. There is so much to consider. So where do you think we should start?
Let's break it down. First things first, what are the different down payment options and how do they impact the overall cost of buying a home?
Okay, that is a great place to start. The different down payment options typically range from 3% to 20% to sometimes higher, and that's of the home's total purchase price. A larger down payment reduces the loan amount, which will in turn lower the monthly mortgage payment and might result in a better interest rate. Ultimately, that'll impact the overall cost positively for the buyer by reducing long-term interest payments.
Awesome. Now let's discuss closing costs and what kind of fees can we expect at the end of the transaction?
Okay, closing costs, another number I just create out of thin air.
It's easy to do. Yeah.
Well, but to be serious, they typically include transfer taxes, there'll be title insurance, escrow, attorney fees, home warranty, there'll be some prorated property taxes, and there's a closing fee.
That's great. So it's crucial for buyers to be aware of these fees as they impact the final amount exchanged during a real estate transaction.
Right. So closing costs are an important factor to pay attention to. Now let's take a look into the importance of home inspections and what costs are associated with those.
Home inspections are vital for uncovering potential issues. Inspection costs vary, but are generally a few $100s. I would say probably $500 to $600 on average, providing valuable insights into the property's condition. Appraisal fees are in the mix too. How do they fit into the home buying process and who pays for them?
Okay. Well, lenders often require appraisals to ensure that the property's value matches or at least is greater than the loan amount. Buyers will cover the appraisal fees ranging from a few $100 to $1,000.
For those with less than 20% down payment, mortgage insurance kicks in. Karen, do you have any insight onto the cost over the life of a loan?
Yes, I hate mortgage insurance. However, the cost will vary. It is typically a percentage of the loan amount, so that'll be the amount that you're actually financing. It can add a few $100s to monthly payments, and that'll impact the total loan cost over time.
Property taxes are on the radar too. How do they factor into the initial cost of home buying, and what are prorations?
Okay, I don't hate property taxes as much, but they are an expense. But they contribute to your closing costs. The prorations ensure that there is a fair distribution between the buyer and the seller, and it covers the portion that each party, meaning the buyer and the seller, owns over the time during that tax year. So if you buy the house in February, the seller should not be responsible for the entire year and vice versa.
Good points. What about homeowners associations? Any financial considerations there?
HOAs.
We love them.
I'm currently in an HOA, so I won't say anything. However, They do have monthly, sometimes annually, and then some of them will have their fees quarterly. Buyers need to be aware of these costs and understand the association rules, and some of them can be quite extensive, and the financial health of the HOA.
Yeah, great points. Utilities are a practical concern as well. What costs are involved in setting them up, and how should buyers budget for that?
Yep. Setting up utilities. I've been dealing with that recently. And that can involve deposits and connection fees. So it really varies by the provider and to a certain extent your credit history and if you've had an account in good standing or unfortunately not so good standing with them in the past, they might outright deny you or require a larger deposit. So you need to call each provider and get an idea. You can always rate shop. Most providers don't have a monopoly in an area. Sometimes they do, but if they do not, you have an option to shop around.
Okay, so moving on to often overlooked costs, what about immediate post-purchase home care like cleaning or home repairs? Do you have any insights into that?
Yes. And I know I'm always harping on this, but change those locks right away. And that might be my struggle being a former prosecutor, but you just never know who might have keys. And it might not even be the seller. It could have been, an ex-lover or whoever, but I always encourage to have the locks changed that same day and, maybe even the day after if you're not able to. But you can also include any sort of professional cleaning. There's going to be some minor repairs, whether it's from the previous owner or you actually moving into the property. And there's going to be some unexpected issues. That's almost something you can guarantee. So I always encourage to have a small reserve for these immediate needs so that you can cover them and not feel financially strapped.
Yeah, definitely. And why should new homeowners create a maintenance reserve from the get-go? How much do you think they should set aside for that?
The full price of the house. Okay, so
that
I'm
might
joking.
be a little bit high.
Yeah, it is a little bit high. But when we had shared with you guys earlier, having a home warranty will definitely help because it could be a month or two after and your HVAC go out. And HVAC replacement or repair can get very costly. So I always encourage that homeowners have a reserve set aside to cover for future repairs and just maintenance and upkeep on the home. So I suggest 1% to 2% of the home's value each year. And I know that's not easy, but it's also not easy to be in the dead of summer, either here or Arizona or wherever you are. It could be winter and not having adequate heating or cooling. So if you have that, you want to keep that little amount every year set aside so it adds up. It could be a roof repair or whatever the case is. 1% to 2% of the home's value annually is a good idea to handle routine maintenance and any unexpected expenses.
Yeah, definitely. It's crucial to be well prepared for all the costs before diving into the home buying process. So this was a great conversation.
Yeah. I really appreciated it. Even the things that I don't like so much. You just want to be prepared.
They're there whether you like them or not.
Yep. All right. It was great chatting, and I'm looking forward to our next conversation.
Absolutely. Me too. Till next time.
Bye.